Hey guys, it's Eric from Sensory Dad. Normal Saturday around here. The kids ran around all day, and we did about 3 times on a trampoline. So probably got at least an hour of playtime in. Um, I had to do some chores and stuff to help out friends and family and that. So I was running around. We had my in-laws in. The kids actually behaved really well today. A couple fights here and there, but that's par for the course. The reason I wanted to talk to you guys today is the last week or so, predominantly, I've seen a ton of new, people popping up and just really frustrated with the whole situation. And if you're new to the sensory game, what you need to know going into this thing is there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We feel almost normal, like a normal family now. Leo's outbursts are far and few between. It used to be many times a day, to the point where we became hermits, so to speak, and we didn't really go out or anything like that. Now we just we make sure conditions are good for going out. Is it raining out? Before we'd go out to dinner, and then everybody's going to be wet when you get there. Do you have an umbrella? Like you just take it just takes a mindset to make sure that you're not putting your child in a difficult position. Last minute trips here and there. Try to stick to your schedule. The biggest thing is consistency in this thing. And if you look at anything in life, if you do anything repeatedly and you practice anything, it's almost impossible to get worse at it. The therapies and that, what I'll tell you is a lot of the therapies and counselings we did, because SPD is such, sensory issues are so different in every kid. I'll bet you 75% of what we did didn't have any impact at all positively and didn't work. But what it did do was any of the therapies we had, like the play therapy or the PCITs, or different counselings and stuff, to where we sat in a therapist office with Leo. It gave us one-on-one time with our child, and the more one-on-one time you spent, or the more focused time you could carve out to spend with that sensory kid, the better. It allows you to focus on them. Now, flip side of that thing was, my kid being a seeker, and being highly distracted in crowds and loud noises and stuff. One on one, he doesn't exhibit many symptoms. Many people that see him one on one, if you drop him at, say, a babysitter is only watching him and not the other two kids, they're like, hey, he's great. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about with the sensory stuff. I didn't witness anything. So I think the therapies do help overall, like in a holistic view. When you look at the big picture, you might not see initial benefits or immediate relief anywhere. We certainly didn't. We didn't really, at first we didn't really trust the process. We just kept doing it because what else do you do? We kind of left a no stone unturned kind of thing, where we were buying into whatever the heck, the swing, the sensory sock, the wobble seat, the rubber bands around the base of the chair. I mean, just about anything we could try, we tried. Just about any therapy we could try, we tried. Heck, we tried to get into the University of California, San Francisco, had a study on sensory processing, and we tried, and we're 3,000 miles away from there, and we were gonna, make that happen. If we could get into that, we just missed the cut. We've reapplied. Even though things are going great with him and he's had a relatively good school year, as I told you in the prior video, we could always do better. If you as a man or a mom or anybody has ever wanted to be a hero, this is your chance. You can be that impact for this child. I was just talking on, blogging on a post about, what are your kids' best attributes? And I thought that was a great question, because a lot of the time it's you got to crack the shell to even get to those attributes. And sometimes when you're one on one with your child, you see how great they really can be. And my son is amazing. He really is. And any teacher and the professionals that have seen him are like, we love him. Like, he's amazing. We run into people in grocery stores or at a ball game or something like that. Obviously not in the COVID times, but but at prior times we run into him and they run out to give him a hug. He builds that type of relationships, but you don't. What makes me sad is a lot of people don't get to see that. They may only see the outburst, and it's almost like the rule of thumb. The second person that does something in a fight or an argument gets the penalty in sports, or gets in trouble in the classroom and that. And a lot of times we're judged off of our failures rather than our successes. I just want you guys to know there's going to be, for us, oh hell, there's a lot more failures than successes in this thing, and it's staggering, and the weight of it is overwhelming, and it was for years for us, and you just really gotta persevere to get through it, and once you do, I'm just telling you, like, it's I've never felt better. It's almost, I don't even remember a time before, to be honest with you, before we had this obstacle to overcome. And now that we've overcome it, I don't know if I felt more accomplished, whether it was lifting, fighting, martial arts, a test, or a sales goal at work, in my corporate life, or anything has been as rewarding as building my son to become a better man. That's, you'll reap the rewards of all the hard work you put in, and it's sure as heck, it's not overnight. It's not going to happen in a day. It might not happen in a month. It might not happen in a year. It took us over 3 years, and it's still not perfect, guys. I mean, there was, it just happens. But what I want to tell you is just persevere. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the videos. All the support is amazing. And I want the best for you guys. Thanks again.